Hello everyone, welcome to the session. So we'll start with views. So views in database. So what is normally views? Most of the project, most of the ETL project and everything, in any project, normally we will load the data into a table. Okay, if you take a production database, this is the database. In this database, we will load all the tables. Okay, the table will get loaded by system user only. Jobs will be running. This will get loaded. So all this table will get loaded by the system, will insert, update the record into this table. These tables are production table, and this is very, very sensitive data, and no one will have access to these tables, okay? No one will have access to these tables. So normally in real-time project, what we will do, on top of these tables, we will create a views, okay? We will create a views. So what is views here? A views is nothing but on top of these base table. So on single table, you can create a view. Okay, whatever I have mentioned, this color, it's like a views. You assume that a single table, you can create a view. Okay, one view. Or the, you combine multiple tables and create a view. So why? Because if you're writing, okay, if I want to write some reporting query here, so I want to take some reporting query here in this after this loading the data into this table, then normally how we will do. So you assume that our client is asking some reporting. Okay. So they need to combine 3 to 4 tables. They need to take the data. So every day combining this and running the joining query will not give them the good idea on the tables, right? Every day they need to prepare the query, and then if they are going to run this, it will take more time. Even the performance wise, so every day you are running one query, it will take first a parser, it will go for the explain plan and everything it will do, optimizer and everything will come into picture. See, instead, if you are saving that query as the object, the next time for database, it's very easy to give you the data. It's very simple, right? Already we have executed that particular query. We have created an object, so that will give you easily. So from here, whatever the report you are going to take, so that report will be from views you will take. Maybe a single table, maybe a multiple tables. You can combine. So first of all, what is views? We'll see. In Oracle, we do have, so this is the agenda for views. In Oracle database, we do have different views. What is the view? We have normal view, we have materialized view, we have inline view. The normal view we can create, materialized view we can create, but inline view we cannot create. Okay. So inline view we cannot create it. It can be handled by system itself. We do not have control on inline view. So what is that inline view? I will tell you. So first of all, what is a view? First of all, what is a view? Say for an example, if you take a book, you have some book. Okay. So it has some content here, some contents are there in this book. And then you are seeing the data directly, right? So instead of that means accessing this book directly. So that is normal table access. You assume that table access, but you are not accessing the book directly. You are going to keep one lens here. You assume that you are going to keep one lens here. You assume that in that way, we are going to keep one lens. So through the lens, we are accessing the view, the data. So you are zooming and then you are seeing the data. So what we are going to see, whatever we are seeing here, so that is coming from base in the book only, right? But this is simply a view. That's it. So where it is coming, the actual data, it's coming from the book only, right? The similar concept is applicable on views. For an example, if you take this is a table, it has millions of data. has millions of data with multiple columns. So you have many columns here. So many columns, and it has millions of data. It has very sensitive data also here. For an example, banking you are taking. So who knows your card number? Who knows your card number? Who knows your PIN number? Do you know? Anyone knows your PIN number in the bank? No. No one knows your PIN number except the system, right? Only system and you know this details, full details. So they will connect to the IVR and then they will check it, right? So all these are coming from the base table. But they will ask you to verify some details, right? So those details, they might be getting from different tables or they might be getting from the base tables only with some columns they will create. Even if you have hundreds of columns, whatever the column needed, so they will create one view on top of it. On top of the base table, they will create a view restricting the data, restricting the columns. So this is for one view. You can create one view here. Okay, view one. You can create one more view on the same base table. Yes, right? So you can create one more view on the base table. Say for an example, this view is for US customer. This view you are creating for India customer or different product ID, whatever it may be. A different filter condition you are going to apply and you are going to create a view. So this is different view. It's a view 2. You can create n number of views on this and you can create a view on top of view also. On top of view also, you can create one more view. So by combining 2 views, 3 views, you can create another view. It's fine. So view is nothing but virtual table. View is nothing but virtual table. For an example here, I have 1 million record. Okay, 1 million record, it occupies some space. So nearly I'm saying that 2 MB or 3 MB, you assume that, okay, simply I'm saying some rough calculations like what 2 MB is taking, okay. So this is the only space it will occupy in the normal view. In the normal view, it is the only space it will occupy. In the base table only it will occupy the data. But what about view? View will be created only with the definition. Okay, the definition only. Say for an example, this view will be created. So you can create view name. So you will use view name, view one as select statement. So you will use select statement here to select the date. Yes, you'll use select statement. You select the, so view is nothing but simply a from select statement only. Whatever the select statement is going to return, so that is the view will return the data. So this alone will be stored as an object in the database. Only view definition will be stored. Whenever you are going to execute this statement, select star from V1. Okay. So what Oracle will go and do? So Oracle, well, first it will check whether it is a table, right? View one will go and check the table. So is there any table with V1? No, it will scan all the tables. So here, for an example, if it is HS schema, it will go and check all the tables. Okay, it will say like, Oracle is not finding this V1 in the table list. Immediately it will go to the views. So Oracle will go to the views. It will check whether V1 is available here, right? Okay, V1 is not available. That is what it will return. Table or view does not exist. Clear? So what is the meaning? Table or view does not exist. So first it will go and check the table list. And then if it is not finding the table list, it will go and check in the views list. If it is not finding the views list, it will return table or view does not exist. So it's a table is different object. Views is different object. Views is nothing but only definition will be stored whenever you are going to execute the statement. So that particular time only, it will go and check, okay, it's a create statement. Yes, select statement, right? This select statement will be executed on the base table and it will give you the data. So remember, the views always give you the refreshed data, the latest data. So why it is latest data? So you are loading the data here today at 10 a.m. You are selecting the data at 10:30. So whatever you have updated recently, so that data will be available in the view. This is simple view. Simple view means base table is only one table. Okay, you are taking the data from one table is called simple view. You can create view. A view is nothing but you are creating, it's like a virtual table. A view is nothing but virtual table. It is created by a query joining one or more tables. You can join with one tables or more than one table. That's one thing. Query joining one or more tables. A view can be based on one or more tables or other views also. That's what I told. You can take the data from other views also. A view takes up no storage. Only view definition will be taken. That's what the view definition. Okay. In the data dictionary, it will take view definition. If you open this view, right? If you take this is the view. So how it will store this? If I'm going to take this one, this particular time, it will go and run the view definition and then it will give you the data. Okay, this is giving you the data based on the view definition. But this is the SQL. If you open this SQL, so this is the view definition. How they have created? Create or replace views, view name. They have selected. So what is the view? So this is the view. HR employees details view. They have taken all the columns, employee ID, job ID, whatever the column here we have, all the columns they have taken and select from how many tables? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tables. They have joined 6 tables. They have put all the where clause. This is joining conditions, right? This is joining condition, inner join. All these are inner join with read only. See, with read only means this is a read only view. So what is that? I will explain. Okay. So you can create this view is updatable view or read only view. That is different. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a view. So for this employees table, create view name employees underscore V as select column names. Whatever the select name, select column I'm going to use. Select statement. Select. I need employee ID. Yes. Go for employee ID. Go for first name. First underscore name, comma. I can go with whatever the column I need. Email. Different order also I can select. Phone number. Phone number, comma. Department ID. Department ID. So you can put salary also here. Phone number. Salary, comma. Department ID. From employees table. So always use HR.employees. So always use a schema name dot table name. Where class I'm using, where department underscore ID equal to some or in. Okay. So in class I'm using 30, 60 and 90 I'm using. Okay. So what is that? This view I'm creating. So those who are working in department number 30 and 60 and 90, that with that particular employees, with these columns only, I'm going to create a view. So view always will have a select statement. If you run this, whatever I'm going to get the result, so that's what it will be created as a view. This is the view. So whether this will be this is the constant data. No, whenever I'm going to insert or update data on the view, sorry, on the base table, the view also will get automatically refreshed. So that's what the meaning here. So I'll explain that. Okay. So this is the view. So view has been created, right? I'm going to do this select star from this one. So if I'm going to run this, so what underscore V is nothing but view. So always you can see in real-time project also, if anything tables, you are seeing that underscore V, it's a view table. If it is this one, if you are going to run this, if you are going to execute this, Oracle will go and check this one in the tables. Whether we do have the table? No, right? In the table name, can I create? Can I create the views on the table name? No, I cannot create. See departments. Can I create views? Name is already used by an existing object. So that means the views and table names is a unique one. Okay, got it? If I'm going to refresh this, you will have the employees underscore V here. This is only definition will be stored whenever I'm going to execute the statement. So that particular time alone, it will go and fetch the data from the base table. Clear? That is what the view will be created. This is updatable view. So why? So why? Because if I'm going to insert, see here, it has 11 columns in the base table. Okay, here I have 5 columns in this table. Can I insert the data here in the base table? Yes. If you are inserting this, immediately if you are going to refresh this view, you will get this data only for these columns here. So based on the conditions, right? If you're going to refresh only these departments, yes, you will get the view data, correct? But can I insert the data into the view? Can I insert the data into the view? Yes, you can insert. Okay, insert the view data. The corresponding column will get inserted here. Data will get inserted here, provided these columns, say for an example, these columns, right? What is the value it will be passed? What is the value it will be passed? Since you are not passing a value, it will pass a null value, right? Since you have 6 columns, remaining 5 columns will pass a null value. It should not be a not null column. Got it? If it is a not null column, it is defined on the base table, you cannot insert the value here. Okay, got it. Even though it is updatable view, if I'm going to insert the data here, insert into this view values, I can use employee underscore ID. Sorry, I can use employee ID directly. Some value I'm using. Okay. 300 employee ID. First name, I can use some first name, right? And email. See, these columns only you can put, no other columns. And email. So I can use some email ID. And I can go for phone number. Yes, I can use some phone number here. Just I can use a single quote since it's a character. And salary here. And some records, 60. I'm going to insert. Whether this record will get inserted, how many columns are there? 6 columns are there. Remaining 5 columns, it will pass null value. So that's why you are getting a value like cannot insert null into not null column. Why? Why? Because it has employee ID first name. What is the value will be passed for the last name column? Last name column, it will be passed with null value. But null value in the table, if you describe the table DSC, employees table, it is a not null column. So null value cannot be accepted. So that's why we are getting this error. So what I'm going to do, can I refresh this view? Yes, same definition. Can I refresh? Yes. So you can drop the view and create a view, or you can go for create or replace. So what is the meaning of replace? Create or replace view name. If I'm going to use create, it is like an object only. If already view is available, it cannot be created one more time. But replace keyword, whatever the view is already available, it will replace with view, new view definition. So for an example, employee ID, yes, first name, last name. You can use last name column also. It's a not null column, right? Last name, yes. then email, not null, phone number, yes. Then hire date column, phone number, then I have to use hire date column. Job ID, hire date, same order I will use. Hire date, job ID, comma, salary, comma, that's all, right? So that's it. You can use these columns, department ID. So just I'm going to use this. Select, I'm going to run. See here, view has been created now. Can I run the statement now? Can I run the statement? But this statement will not insert. Why? Because we have updated 2 or 3 columns, right? I can go with to employee ID. Yes. First name. Yes. Last name also we have to provide, right? We have to give last name. Just you have to use the last name and the email ID, phone number, hire date. I will take system date. Okay. Sys date and job ID. Okay. So job ID, I will use something like SA underscore rep, SA rep. So SA underscore rep, job ID, salary and department ID. So this one I'm going to insert it. Whether it will get inserted? Yes. One row got inserted. Where I have inserted? Insert into table name. It is not a table, right? It's a view. Can I insert a data into the view? Yes, you can insert. Where it will get inserted? On the view or base table? View only it will get inserted or base table? So it will
Base
get
table.
inserted on the base table. Okay. You can see here, it will get inserted on the base table. The last record, if you go and check, whatever the column we haven't mentioned, that will be taken as null value here, right? The manager ID. So employee ID, first name, last name, email, phone number, hire date, job ID, salary, manager ID and manager ID alone, I didn't make, right? So it will take manager ID is null, commission percentage is null, correct? So those 2 columns I haven't mentioned is taking. So it has inserted in the record. If I'm going to use select star from the view, you'll get this record, right? Yes, you are getting this record. So I'm going to run this statement. One more statement. Here I'm going to use 70. Here I'm going to use 301. Some other value I'm using. Okay. I'm using John. Some other phone number I'm using. Okay. If I'm going to execute, will this record will get inserted? Yes, it will get. Okay, unique constraint violated email column. Okay, I will use this is unique constraint. That's what I will go for another name. Just I can use one row got inserted. Where it got inserted? On the base table. Yes. If I'm going to run this view, whether this record will get included? 301. Why? Why 301 is not included? Why this record is not included on the view? See, insert into view, right? We have included, but I'm going to select this view. Why it is not selecting that 300, right? You are clear, right? Why this 301 is not selecting? Why? Because this is department ID 70. Correct. This department ID 70, but view definition we have put only department ID this value. So that is what it got restricted. Clear on this? Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I will roll back. So whatever I have inserted, I'm going to roll back. So roll back only on the DML statement, not DDL statement. The view definition will be there. So this view, I'm going to make as read only. So what is the statement I'm going to use? With read only. Read only. I'm going to make this view as read only. It is a read-only view. We cannot go and do any insert or update statement or any DML statement on the view. Got it? I'm going to select yes. View has been created with this data. Okay, why 300 not available? I did rollback. That's right. Okay, we have data. But now I'm trying to insert the data into this table. This one. Whether insert will be supported? Yes, it cannot be supported. You can see here, cannot perform a DML operation on a read-only view. This is called simple view. Why it is simple view? We are taking the data from one single table. That is a simple view. Okay, got it? So the view contains no data. Yes, all the data it shows comes from the base table. Clear? A view can provide additional level of table security by restricting access to set of rows, columns on the table. Normally what we will give in real-time project, like a base table, no one will have access. This table list, right? No one will have access in the real-time project. Everything will be locked. No one will have access. If you want to see what data is available on the table, you have to deploy a view on the table. Normally that is what we used to see what data are available on the table. If I want to know, we will deploy one code on the view. We will create a view, then view we can select. So that view also, if it has any sensitive informations, that will be restricted and you can create the view. So this is the way we will create a view. Clear? So one more implementation of the view. So normally it hides implementation complexity. Say for an example, my client is asking one report. The report should be executed on daily basis. So what we have to do? So it's the combination of multiple tables. See, this is the one they are asking. Employee details view. They're asking this data, right? See, is this coming from one single table? No, I need salary, commission, department name, their job title, city, state, province, and all this I want to get it right. The region name and everything I need to get it. So my customer is asking this particular view, but this is a complex SQL query. You assume that this is also very simple. Only thing is we have done with joins, but we used to have multiple columns also we can create it. Use by using the case statement, you can use case when, all this you can choose, and you can put some views you can create. Okay, that's what we will create a view, and that is the view name we are going to give. Okay, whatever you ask the data, it is available in this particular view. You always take the data from this view. That's what we will take. So we will put the view. From the view, we will extract the data and we will give it to the customer for any reports. Okay, we will not take data from the base table. That's a view. Okay, so can I create a view on top of a view? Create or replace view name employees underscore v2, right? V2 select star from employees underscore v where departments underscore id equal to this data only I'm selecting. Okay, this data only selecting. Create or replace view name as this one. So view name, you can put column names also like this. View name, you can whatever the column names you are selecting here, it's like alias name. Okay, you can select like this and then you can put, or you can put the alias name also. That's fine. So I'm just creating a view on top of view. Yes. Okay, you can create. If I'm going to select start from V2, okay, this is employees underscore V2. It is nothing but this will go and take the data from view one. It will go and check what is this view V1 table. Sorry, this view table. it will run that particular statement. So that's what it's like a inner query. So how it will execute, right? So that's why it will execute. Can I join the tables? Yes, you can join. Say for an example, I want to know what is 60. You can join the table, right? So view, one is view, second one is table. Departments. Okay, I'm selecting create or replace view. So instead of selecting all the columns, so I can put employees v dot. Actually, it should not. You should not use star here. We'll try departments. Departments dot department name. I will select here from the views where this one, right? This table dot this one I'm just creating. Okay, so a star also has been created here. Normally we should not use this way in real time. It will take performance issue. So I have created here. You can see. Okay, first name, last name. Oh, okay, so since I'm not see what is the mistake I did? I did only the filter condition. It is when it went for Cartesian product, right? See, that's what. See, 135 record has been created with Cartesian product. So I forgot to mention the join condition. So what is the join condition? So where employees v dot department underscore ID equal to departments dot department underscore ID and right. So you can use this way. So since I have used a replace view, whatever the previous view definition, it will get replaced. So this is the way. You can see all are from IT department. 60 is nothing but IT. So this is a view. This is the base table. This view is called complex view. Okay, what is complex view? So complex view means you are creating a view combining more than one table. Okay, can I insert the data into this table directly? No, it cannot be inserted. We do have the, so if I want to insert the data onto the complex view, you have to use the triggers. Okay, so why? Because directly you cannot insert or update the data. It has the department ID 2 columns, right? So we will get, the Oracle will get confused which department ID I have to insert. To do any DML operations on the complex view, you have to use the triggers. So when we are going to see the triggers, right? So that time we will create one complex view. I will tell you how to do the DML operations on that. Okay. So this is like a complex view. Clear. So you can create a view on top of view. You can create complex view, all this. So subset of columns, one or more tables. Yes. You can take any complex queries also. Say for an example, I'm going to use some Oracle SQL. I'm going to use Oracle SQL here. Analytical function. So here I will take one sample queries from here. Okay. So what I'm going to do. So always my customer is expecting top 5 earners with department name. So this query will give you the top 5 earners, right? This query will give you the top 5 earners. So this is combination of two tables, right? We are using. I have used, I have used some. I have used some ranking also here. So if I'm going to execute the statement, it is giving some data, top 5 earners. So top 5 earners based on the data, this value will get changed automatically. So I'm going to create a view on top of this. Create or replace view name emp underscore top 5 earners. Okay, I select star from this one. I'm going to run it. I'm going to run. This has been created. Is this simple view or complex view? Select star from this one. Is this simple view or complex view? See, complex view, that's what I have explained, right? See, what is complex view? Just now I explained. You are listening the class or you are not listening the class. If you're asking me what is a complex view, just now I have explained everything. See, if you are creating a view on single table, that is a simple view. If you are creating a view on combining more than one table, this is called a complex view. See, I have created here, right? I have explained this, right? See how many tables we have joined here. So employees one table, departments another table. This is a complex view, right? If you are creating a view by combining more than one table is called complex view. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Please make a note of it. Don't um, join here and there. Then you are missing that concept. Then you are thinking that I'm not covering. I didn't cover that. Okay. So I'm covering all this. See, this is a complex view. So whenever I'm going to execute this statement, this is not a table. Oracle, how it will take. If I'm going to take one, whether this is a table, no, right? Whether it's a view, no, that's what it will return. Table or view does not exist. Why it is returning this way? That means Oracle will go and check first in the table list. It is not there. Then it will go and check in the views list. It is not there. That's why it is returning table or view does not exist. So if I'm going to execute this statement at the moment, it will go and check on the table list. There is no table list. Okay. Next, immediately it will go and check the views definition. Okay. The views definition, it will go and check. It will views definition is this select statement. The runtime will run this query and it will return the data. So this is a complex view. This is a view, not a table. Okay, got it? This is a table. So describe the view. Yes, it will give you the data. So view definition, if you want to check, so you will have select star from all underscore. I have given one dictionary view table, right? All underscore views. If you go and execute, you will see this. So you have to use where owner. See, you have to put some effort. Okay, without effort, you will not learn anything. See, all this view is showing here. Top 5 earners. You have to select the text here, right? So the view name is, what is the column name? View name. Select text here from this one and view underscore name equal to this view name. So this is the way in Oracle database you can find the view sorry. So view definition, you have to take this one. Okay. If you see this, so this is the view definition. You have to remove this double quotes. So this is the view definition. Always you have to take from here, this table, all underscore view. Why? Because if you're, see, you have created a view. Today you have created a view, this view. You know the view definition, right? So tomorrow, I'm not giving the view definition. You are running this. You are running this. And you are seeing some data. But you don't know what is this. This is a view, a table list. You are not seeing that. Directly go and check in the all underscore views. So definitely views will be there. So you can put owner equal to HR, view name equal to this one, then it will restrict. Clear? This is a complex view. If you want to do any DML operation on the complex view, you have to do the triggers. Directly, you cannot do it. Why? Because you are having a complex view here. You cannot do it. So in real-time project, normally all the views, most of the views will be created like a read-only view. Okay. And we do have some schemas. Okay, some other schema. One schema in the database, one schema, all the core tables will be there. The schema, no one will have access. Only system user will have access. All the views will be created in this schema. This schema, you will have access. Okay, views will be created. You can you can refer other tables also. You can refer other tables also, and then you can create the views. Clear? But if you see this, a view or complex view or whatever may be the view, normal view will take only base table data. Whether view will take more space? No. This is a virtual table. It will not take more space. It will take only the data from this base table. It will not take the space. Clear? No more extra space. Yes, it is a virtual. Only this view definition will be stored in the database. This view definition, right? Whatever we are creating. So that view definition alone, this view definition alone will be stored in the database. Clear? That's what Oracle will execute the statement, will give the data. So what Oracle will do, right? If it is a complex view, so it knows, say for an example, this is the same query you are running multiple times, daily basis. Oracle will put this access plan, okay, execution plan in the memory. If you're executing the same query multiple times, it will put this execution plan in the memory. Automatically, it will quickly give you the result. So very first time you are moving from one location to another location, by car or by travel or somewhere you are going. Very first time only you will find all the way, right? Daily you are going, then you will not find that much difficult. The same way Oracle also will put the entry. But instead of running the query alone, if you are creating a view, that will improve the performance, and also you are giving one extra security on the data. Clear? So what is view? Normal view. And say for an example, this is the one question. Select. Okay, so what is this view? V2, right? V2. Select row ID from V2. I'm selecting row ID, comma, employee ID. Okay, you assume that row ID from employee ID. Select row ID, employee ID from employees table. Both will return different row ID or same row ID. If you have listened clearly, then you can answer this question. Both will give you same row ID or different row ID. So both will give you different row ID. Why? Why different row ID? What is row ID? Row ID from the base table, right? The V2, which table we have created? V2. V2 based on V1. V1 is based on V. It's all the data coming from the same table. If you see this row ID, I will take only 2 records. So this is the row ID, right? And you are seeing this record. Sorry, that record has been restricted 103 and 104, right? Okay. I will take 103 and 104. 103 and 104, right? See here, is it same or different? It is similar. So why it is similar? This data is coming from the base table. Okay, data is coming from the base table, right? So this is the physical memory of this data. These two are like virtual table. The row ID will be similar. Remember, for normal view, row ID is similar. Why? Because the physical data is coming from the base table. Clear? This is one of the interview question. If you know the concept clearly, then you can answer this. but we do have materialized view. That is different concept. But normal view, are you clear? Normal view, are you clear? So this is normal view. What is view in Oracle? That's what I have explained here. Yeah, you please replaced with this one. The security reasons. Okay. Then reducing the complexity of a query. Yes. The prerequisite. The prerequisite for this. So in your own schema, you must have a create view system privilege. Yes, you should have. And create a view is another user schema. You must have create any view system privilege. So who will provide this in real time? Only DBS will provide. You have to request them. Okay, how will you create? Here create or replace view name, any valid select query, read only view. So simply you have to use with read only. That's what. See, we have seen here some view definition is mentioned like force, right? So what is the meaning of force here? The view definition will be created first time, but whenever you are going to execute the statement, see, you are running this view, create or replace force view, this one. So what is that meaning, right? If I'm going to execute the statement, the view definition alone will be created. If I'm going to run this, statement very first time, while I'm running this, that time only it will go and fetch the data. Before that, it will not go and fetch the data. The view will be created. Okay, view will be created, but it will not fetch the data until you are going to run first time. Okay, it is applicable for materialized view as well as normal views. This is normal views. Okay. So this is describe view. You can see, you can put any DML operations, a simple view,
So could you,
complex. Sorry.
yeah, could you please repeat the concept of force?
Okay. So what did you understand?
I just missed the concept.
No. What did you understand here? I have explained, right? So what is the meaning of
Yeah.
force here?
Like it will not fetch any data until we run this query below select view.
Yeah, that's correct.
Any other concept it has, or something like?
No, that's a concept. Okay. You are telling that concept, right? That's what. See, the force view is nothing but it will create a view. It will be stored as a value. Okay. And the definition will be stored. Only definition alone will be stored. Very first time, if you are going to run, that time only it will take the data. It will create a data. So until then, it will not create a data. Okay. That is the force view. So that time it will create a data. Yeah. Do some research. Okay. You will get to know all this. Complex view can be constructed on more than one base table. So in particular, complex view can contain join conditions, group by, subquery, or anything. It's a combination of more than one table. That is a complex view. I hope you are clear on the normal view. And we do have inline view. So what I hope you are clear. Normal view. Any questions? So normal view, you have the view for the row ID of this view and the normal views are similar, right?
I I I have a question again in the force view when you said until we run the first time it will not be created, means run means, are you saying select statement?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So if you see this, I have given all this query here and what is mean by inline view. Inline view means it is not created by the user. It is handled by it is handled by the system. Okay, it is handled by the system. And whenever you are running this query, okay, say for an example, I'm taking this query. Okay, this query, select statement. This is one of the example for inline view. So inline views handled by system, we are not going to handle it. What is that view? If you see this, it contains a select statement, and here we have one subquery, right? Here we have one subquery. While executing this query, Oracle first it will execute this statement. Oracle will execute this statement, and it will store a value in this table called A. Okay, it's a virtual table. It's an inline view. Okay, it's a virtual table. It will store a fraction of seconds. This A will get joined with the D, this department's table. This is a physical table. Okay, this is a physical table, but this is not the physical table, right? This is not the physical table. A is not physical table. If you're going to use select star from A, you will get data. No, you will not get data. So when you are going to execute this particular statement, at this moment only the A will be present, right? This is called inline view. Whatever it is, Oracle handles this select statement, that is called inline view. Okay, so this A is called inline view. Nothing but the Oracle will take this query will be executed, and it will store this value for a temporary, like not a temporary table. Temporary table is different concept, but this is called inline view in Oracle. Okay, so it will store this value, and then it will join with this D table. It will give you the data. It will get the A dot means inline view table dot the column names. There is no physical table called A. It will take this table. So that is called inline view in Oracle. So normal view, we have both the simple view, complex view, and inline view. So I hope you are clear. But inline view is not handled by the user. Inline view handled by the system. Next one is materialized view. So what is that materialized view? Materialized view.
I have a question. In the query you have shown for just
Okay.
the rank you have put A dot rank, but for the other values also you have put. Okay, so its inner join means okay, one table is joining other table, and we are getting the columns from the both the tables just like a normal join. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, thank you. And
Yeah, see, one request I'm saying, please practice the previous sessions. Okay, this concept I explained in the previous session itself. If you are not practicing it, always you will look for the doubt. Okay, this concept I explained already in the analytical function itself. What is A and all. So again, if you're asking what is A, what is inner join, all this, it will not work out. See, if you're asking questions on this topic, that's fine. But this one, it's simple only. I have already explained. It shows you haven't practiced. Okay, please practice it. So without practicing, definitely you will not get the concept what I'm going to explain. So you will always ask the doubts only. Okay, so yes, so as a student also, even you have to put more than, if I'm going to explain 1 hour concept, I need to prepare for 1 hour, 2 hours, right? Even 3 hours I have to prepare. The same way, whatever I'm explaining here, you have to put some time to understand this concept. If not understanding, yes, if you're asking doubt, that's fine. But without practicing the previous session, so that will not work out. You will always look for the doubts. Okay, so where we have left out? Yeah, normal views. Next, we'll go for the materialized view. So what is materialized view? For an example, in real-time project, you'll be having a different locations. You assume that you are in one location, North America regions. Okay, so other regions also you might be having Europe regions or APAC regions. Okay, so some other regions you have. So normally what we will do in real-time projects. So this is one scenario I'm saying. This is one scenario. So you have a table, one main table in this particular regions. In the particular regions, you have one main table. It has all the data. You assume that it has all the data. But the users in this particular location, EU regions or the APAC regions, they are running the reports. Okay, they want to take the reports. This reports, okay, they are taking the reports from the tables. Okay, from the tables, and they are joining it, and they are running it. But all these tables are coming from these regions. Okay, you are creating a view here. Are creating a view. Create or replace view name view2 as select star from. You are writing on query. Select star from a table. Okay, so table underscore 1. This is coming from this particular regions. Okay, this is a view. Here also you are writing on view. It's a simple view, right? So if you are creating a view in this way, so every time if you are running the reports on this particular location, it will go and take the data from this base table, and then it will produce a result. So there is always a latency, a network latency, right? So it is going to the another server in the network, another regions also, data center, and then it is producing the data here, results here. Yes, it is producing the results here. So this is two different locations. We have the data, two different regions. But you are going to run this same view. So it is taking always data from here, and it is taking the results here. So this will take network latency and performance issue. So this time what we are going to do, so we are not going to do this approach. Okay, this approach we are not going to do. We are going for a different approach. Okay, whatever the base table here we have, so it has all the data. And from the base table, I'm going to create one more base table here. Okay, one more base table here. You assume that the data has been loaded at 7 a.m. Okay, in the base table. This is a main table. It contains all the regions, and North America, we have taken one more view. It contains only North America. But from the base table here, right, we are the 7 a.m. We are loading all other regions data. So from this table, we are creating one more view here. That is nothing but a snapshot of this one. We are going to materialize it. Means we are going to create a physical table. Okay, snapshot. So we are creating, it's like a you are taking, okay, instead of seeing the data like a lens, you are going to take a Xerox copy, okay, or photocopy. So you have loaded the data 7 a.m. After that, you have taken the photocopy at 7:30. You assume that 7:30 a.m. you have taken the photocopy. So you are seeing some data here, right? You are taking for the EU regions. This is EU regions data. It is showing you. Can I take the reports from here? Yes, I can take the reports from here. This is a physical table. It is a physical table, okay? It is a materialized one. It is a view only, but it is a physical data contains. Since it has the data in this server, in this local server, then this report performance will be good. So that's why we used to create a materialized view. Materialized view here. Okay, materialized view here. So we are materializing it. So that means normally we'll go for two different regions, two different servers. We used to create a materialized view. We'll go for a DB link. Okay, we used to have the DB link for the materialized view. So what is DB link? It's a link between two databases. So you have to use from this database. If I'm going to create a view, I will create, okay, DB link, go to this database, table name, schema name dot table name. I will create a view here. Yes, I have taken the view 7:30 a.m. and then 7:30 a.m. I have taken report is showing. Okay, everything is fine. And then you assume that 10 a.m. in the base table there is an update. Okay, some data again we have updated here. Data reload has happened. So data has been updated at 10 a.m. So here I didn't do anything. I'm going for the 10:30 a.m. on report I'm taking. 10:30 a.m. If I'm going to take the reports, will it contain just updated data without any refresh or anything? No, it will not contain. If it is a normal view, if it is normal view, it will contain always update, right? See why? Because normal view means always you are going to execute this. At the time of execution, it will go and execute the statement on the base table. Even the 10 a.m. 10:30, whatever the data is refreshed. So that data will be showing here. That is refreshed data. But here, without refreshing, if you are referring the previous view, that is, it will contain your old data. 1 point. Okay. Are you clear this point? It will contain old data only. So you have to do periodical refresh. So that refresh is very important in the materialized view. So materialized view means you are creating a physical copy of the view. So you have to do the refresh. So there is different types of refresh are available. I will explain that. But what is refresh? Whenever the base table is refreshing the data, so you have to do the refresh on the data. So you have different kind of refresh. So you can on commit refresh. Whenever you are committing the data here, you can do the refresh. Force refresh. Refresh means you have to simply execute refresh statement. It will get refreshed view and then you can get. Okay. So you are seeing the row ID here on the base table. You assume that this is base table. You are seeing the row ID of the base table and row ID of the view on the same data. Is it similar? Will it similar?
No, it should not be.
No. Why? Why? Because this is a
Because
physical
both the
copy of the
database
table.
is different.
It is a materialized one. It is not a table. It is a view only. It is a materializing it. Materialized table means materialized view means okay, our schema object. Again, it's a schema object that can be used to summarize, pre-compute, replicate. This is a very important. Okay, replicate and distribute the data. This is what. Okay, so mostly like we'll go for reporting. That way we'll go for uh, this one materialized view. A materialized view can be stored in the same database on the base table or different database. Mostly like different database only we'll go for. Okay, so it will improve the query performance. Mostly like query performance whenever you are going for the reporting request. Data warehouse environment. See here, data warehouse, right? Data warehouse environment. You are creating a data mart or anything we view. So try to do this view on materialized view. But for materialized view, you should have an access. But here we do not have access. In real-time project only you will have access. So you can define a materialized view on the base table, partitioned table. The same way you can create any object, you can create a materialized view. Updatable materialized view also you can do. So you can do insertion, updation, deletion on this here on this materialized view. It will not impact on the base table. If you are inserting or updating, deleting any data in this, it will get updated and inserted here only, not on the base table, since it is a materialized. Got it? But view, if you are going to insert, update it, it will go and insert, update in the base table. But normal materialized view, it will not do it. Okay, this is one thing. So how will you? This is the way. See, this is the base table. This is 1 DB. Okay, you have a table. This is remote DB. So here you are running a select statement. You are creating a materialized view in this another database. So whenever you are going to create a materialized view, it will create a materialized view log. Log will be created. So this one will have a fast refresh. So refresh type, I will explain what is that. So if you are creating materialized view, this is a syntax. Create or replace. You can put replace also. Materialized view, view name. Okay. So after that, you will have the select statement here. Select. All the select statement is similar. Okay, normal select statement. But here you will have this is the different types. What is this? See, what is this? Build immediate. So immediate it will be built, and the deferred one. And the refresh. Refresh is fast refresh, complete refresh, force refresh. I will tell you what is that. On commit, on demand. So on commit means, so it will go for base table whenever you are committing it. The view materialized view will get refreshed. On demand means it's you have to do the refresh. PLSQL statement will be executed, and then it will go for a refresh. See, build types. Here we have the build types, right? Immediate. The materialized view is populated immediately. This option is default one. Materialized view is populated on the first requested refresh. That is a deferred one. So that is simply you are creating it, but view will be created after that. That is a deferred one. See, fast refresh, complete refresh. Complete means full data. It will go for complete refresh, force refresh. Fast refresh means a fast refresh is attempted only there is a change in the base table. So if there is a change in the base table, then fast refresh will be attempted. If materialized view logs are not present against the source table in advance, the materialized view creation fails. Okay, fast refresh means, see, this log should be available, right? This log should be available. Then only it will go for fast refresh. Otherwise, again, it has to create a materialized view. That will not go for fast refresh. To maintain the history of change in the base table, materialized view logs you have to create always. Okay, it should be created. Then only it knows that fast refresh, or otherwise it will go for a complete refresh. One more time, it will take all the data. So why? Because if you don't know the view log, right? See, already you have 100 records. All the 100 records has been refreshed here, and 2 records has inserted, 2 record has been updated here. So these 4 records only I have to go for refresh. If you're using fast refresh, by using this view log, Oracle knows that, okay, these 2 datas only newly available. It will take all the 100 records hash value. If the hash value has been changed, so that hash value alone, it will filter out. These 4 records, you will get the hash value. These 4 records only, it will get refreshed here. The view log should be available here. So that's what you have to take the materialized view log. If you have the log, then it will go for the fast refresh. Otherwise, complete refresh. So if you have 100 records, 2 records got inserted. So totally you have one or 2 records. So one more time, all the 1 or 2 records will get refreshed here. That is time taking, right? So you should not go in that way. So that's what you will go for the fast refresh and complete refresh. Are you clear? Force refresh. A fast refresh is attempted if one is not possible, a complete refresh is performed. See, force means it will try to attempt fast refresh. The view log should be present. If it is present, then it will go for fast. If not present, it will not fail. It will go for a complete refresh. Complete refresh. Okay. It is like either this one or this one. That's a 2 attempt it will do. That is, you can go for force. So you can always go with force refresh. And refresh methods, you can have on commit, on demand. On commit means a refresh is triggered by a committed data change in one of the dependent tables. If the data is getting changed in this table, on commit automatically will go for a refresh. So refresh type, yes, it will select, but on commit it will go for a refresh. That's what you can go for a on commit refresh. On demand refresh, a refresh is initiated by a manual request. It's like a scheduler we will use. Normally we'll go for a scheduled refresh in Materialized View. We do have a separate PLSQL package. So that will be scheduled. It will automatically run on the some frequency of timing. It will always refresh the base table. It will go for post refresh. it will refresh the data. So example to create a materialized. Okay, so are you clear? This one, what is materialized view? So how to create a materialized view? So what is materialized view log? Okay. So you have to grant the permission, grant create materialized view to HR. So that should be granted. Create database link to HR. Since we do not have privileges to create a database link, this cannot be done in our normal our system. Okay. So this is the create. If you see here, create materialized view, view name, refresh fast, start with system date. Next one is system date +1. That means this is a daily refresh. Okay, daily refresh, you are doing it fast refresh. Okay, fast refresh means you are going for the materialized log should be created automatically. So from select all this table from this one, what is this db1.world? So this is nothing but a db link. Okay, you are creating this particular view in another database. So this is one, this is another one. Here you are creating by referring the db link. So this db link is called db1 at db1.world. So this link name is called at db1.world. Clear? Where department ID equal to 30. Create materialized view. So you have to create a log also. Log on employees, this one. So with that you have to create, then only it will create a logs. So including new values with the primary key, it will create one hash value, it will maintain in the table. So whenever the data is getting updated or changed with that hash value, it knows that, okay, these data has been inserted or updated. So I have given the difference between materialized view and normal view. Just to go through that, you can do. We cannot perform any DML operations on the materialized view. Whenever base table is dropped, the materialized view table still be accessible. So that's the one thing. See here, whenever base table is dropped, view will become inaccessible. Why? See, if base table has been removed, the view also will get removed, right? View definition will be there. Okay, but if you are going to run the select statement. Sorry, if you are going to run the view, so that time it will go and access the base table. The base table is not available. It will become invalid. The view will become invalid while running the view runtime. But here, even though base table has been deleted, since it is a materialized one, you can take the data from here. But the thing is, you cannot take updated data. That's it. So materialized view is used for performance improvement. It is for security purpose. Materialized view or disk spaced. Why we are saying that? If 1 GB of base table, you are creating all the data in the normal view. How many disk space is required? Normal view, 1 GB only, right? Same 1 GB. But materialized view, if you are creating all the data, so 1 GB here, so it requires 2 GB totally. Okay, so disk space is, it will take. Materialized view will store the data in a table segment. That's the one thing. Okay, it will store the data in a table segment, and it will store the data like a view, sorry, virtual table. Got it? So difference between the view and materialized view, I have already explained. I just go through this. Inline view, I have explained already. So you can answer these quizzes. Can you update the data in the view? Can you update the data in the view? Yes, we have done it, right?
Yes.
We can do. Okay, we can update. That's we have we have seen. Does the Oracle view exist if the table is dropped from the database?
No.
If the Oracle view is exist, the question is, the Oracle view is exist. This is a view. You assume that this is a view. The view definition will be exist. But whenever you are going to run select statement, select star from the table name, so that time the view will become errored out. Okay, the view definition will be there, but while running that, it will not be available. See, in Oracle, the view continues to exist even after one of the tables is dropped from the database. However, if you try to query the Oracle view after table has been dropped, you will receive a message indicating that Oracle view has errors. View definition will be available, but data you cannot take it. Okay, but can we do it? Does the materialized view will be available after dropping the base table? Yes,
Yes.
it will be available. Okay, even you can query the table. So what is key preserved table means? If you are taking the complex view by combining two tables, whichever the table contains a key column, that is a key preserved tables. Okay, so if you're taking the columns from two tables, see here customer and orders. If you're creating create or replace view customer orders, we as select customer ID, customer name, mobile number, city, all this. The customer ID I'm selecting. Okay, customer ID is key column, right? So customer ID from which table it is available? C table, right? C table you are taking. So that means C table, that is C is nothing but customer table. It is not order table. Order table, I'm not selecting the customer ID here in the select statement, right? Order table O dot customer ID I'm selecting. No, I'm selecting C dot customer ID. So this key column value, which table is coming from, so that table is called key preserved table. Okay, the customer table is said to be a key preserved table. Clear? What is key preserved table? Yes. Can we insert data into a view? Yes, you can do. Okay. If it is read only view, you cannot do it. If view has been created from two tables by considering all the columns, is it possible to update the view? No, we cannot do it. Okay. See here, this is the question. You have asked what is complex view, right? See, you have 10 columns here, 10 columns here. You have created a view by combining all the 20 columns here. Okay, all the columns here. See, if you are going to update or insert any data, since it is a common column, if you have anything here, okay, anything here, you are joining a column, right? That joining column, if you have that materialized view, sorry, the view will get confused. Which table I have to update that column? Whether this table I have to update or this table you are referring it. Okay, if you are taking all this. So for that, you have to go for instead of trigger. This concept I will take while taking the trigger concept. Okay. See, if it is a complex view, as I told already, you cannot update the view. Clear? Yeah. What is the materialized view log or snapshot log? I have already explained. So it will take primary keys and row IDs of the value in a master table. So whenever you are going for refresh, so definitely it will be used this hash value to find whichever the record has been inserted, updated, or deleted for the fast refresh. If a base table is deleted from the database, what will happen? For its materialized view, nothing will happen. Materialized view will be available. So you can take the data. See here, this is materialized view. You can take the data, but if you are refreshing it, this will become, the refresh will fail. Why? Because base table is not available, right? So that's why it will fail. You cannot take the data. I want to create a materialized view on another DB and refresh it periodically. Is it possible? Yes, we can do by using the database link. When I rename a column in the date table, which is used by materialized view, will the materialized view updated or not updated? Materialized view will not be updated. It fails when you are going for the refresh. Why? Because you have changed the column name, right? So if you have changed the column name, yes, you cannot do it. Okay, so what is query rewrite? This is the query rewrite. Okay, so I will tell you. Okay, so we are running out of time, but no issues. I will take another 5 minutes. So what is query rewrite? So materialized view optimization features that allows to transform SQL statement expression in terms of tables or view into a statement accessing multiple materialized view. So if you are going for multiple materialized view, dynamic query rewriting. Okay, so this is what, if you see this, create, alter, session, set, query rewrite. See, this is the database level. Normally, this will be done by DBS. We are not going to do anything. Create materialized view, view name, enable query write as select statement. This statement you have to execute, query write, rewrite. So if you see here, so what is this? The materialized view as sum of fact table store some, they are doing it, enable query rewrite as select star statement we are making. So here also 1 minute, fact table, store table, time table, product table, and we are writing, which matches some excluded will be written. Okay, see here. So if you are writing the data in this way, how many columns you are combining? 1 table, 2 table, 3 table, 4 table, right? So automatically the materialized view will automatically write this. Okay, it will write this. So instead of taking this select statement and all, group by statement and all, it has been already rewritten this way. It will select from this table directly. Okay, from this table directly. Actually, this is not a single table. Some fact store, some time period is not single table. It is a query rewrite. So what is that meaning? So whatever here we are selecting in the materialized view, so that will be already created as materialized view here. So directly it will take the data from this. It will not go for execution of this select statement. It will execute only select the column names from this one. This is nothing but we have already done the count, sum, all this. Okay, in the runtime it will not do. Already it has been saved. So in this it will take. That is what query rewrite. So whenever you are going for query rewrite, enable query rewrite, so your Oracle will automatically rewrite that queries. Okay. So this is what the views. I will send you all the documents on the views. Please go through that. I have explained all the concept about views, normal view, materialized view, inline view. Okay. So please go through that. I will give you this statement. What is the advantage of creating the materialized view, all this. Please go through, then you will get clear idea. So I request everyone to practice our previous session on joins and subqueries and analytical function to understand better way. I got one question. Size of normal view is 0. Only query definition, correct. What is the query you have? The space it has taken on the base table. So that size alone will be stored. If it is 1 MB, it's 1 MB only. But if we are creating materialized view with all the data, so 1 MB here, 1 MB here. So you need 2 MB of space totally. So double the space you need of the materialized view. Space is more on the materialized view, but normal view space is similar. Okay, that's what the row ID of the record. Normal view are same. Row ID of the record for materialized view will be different. This row ID will be different. This is physical memory location, right? So row ID will be different. Advantage of query rewrite means, yeah, they see performance only. So instead of going to execute the statement on the runtime, if you're going to calculate sum and count all this, it has been already stored, right? So you can directly select this value. So that's what performance wise you can go for query rewrite is more performance wise advantage on the performance side. Thank you all.